And as for 2010, just kind of closing the focus down a little bit, what would we expect to see from the foundation for the rest of this year?
Yeah, I think if you go back to the EPL migration and those milestones, you'll see us next answer in the area of tools. So you'll see us not only take the full toolkit to EPL, but you'll start to see some check-ins that will surprise people. More in the areas of compilation in different scenarios, more in the areas of cross-platform support, more in the areas of simplification, so improving the experience for developers. A second big thing you'll start to see from us is the ramp up of the Horizon Publishing program. So giving developers themselves that one-stop shop to multiple shops, multiple options globally. And I think if you continue, you'll also start to see the first products based on Symbian 3, and on into 2011, those products based on Symbian 3 and 4 will start to surprise people. Because I think a lot of the perception that what we have offered in the past, or what manufacturers have done in the past, that is legacy or old hat when compared to some of the other smartphone platforms out there, I think it will start to become more obvious in 2010 when you look at these devices that it's not old hat at all, that we have more than legs. We have some existing very advanced technology that can now be exposed in some completely new ways. And
could you give us an example of that?
Yeah, so well, I think the types of products you see, you're starting to see already when you look at the touch products. So it's great to have iPhones and Android type touch products out there, but who can afford them? Where can they afford them? In what form factor are those appealing products? And when you look at it that way, what you see in 2010 is a few additional products coming out of major manufacturers that frankly are well more advanced than some of those others. You don't have to launch a touchscreen product for 700 to 1,000 euros at a price point with only a 3 megapixel camera in it. In fact, you can launch one sub $200 if you want, without an operator subsidy, with an 8 megapixel imaging camera in it. More than that, you can improve the capabilities of the unit in some unique ways through the mechanics. So thin up the product, make it more appealing from a fashion or a preference sense. And these are the types of things I think you also see in 2010.
So it's really taking the smartphone back to that multifunctional, high-quality multifunctional phones that we've seen from Nokia in the past.
That's right. Well, I think when you do look at some of the most advanced touchscreen products out there, the iPhone is one that people tout as advanced. It's really not, and it's an awful phone. I mean, those are two things that I think are pretty commonly known when you look around. Now, the types of products we're talking about in 2010 based on Symbian are great phones, the best you can buy in that context, and they're more than video iPods. They offer capabilities wherein you don't have to take your digital camera with you as well. They offer capabilities like multitasking that are quite powerful for people because you preserve presence in all the different avenues online and offline where you like to communicate with friends and family. And by the way, a good portion of them withstand a 9-foot and 5-foot drop test in terms of level of quality versus something where, every iPhone owner I know has to immediately go out and buy a case for it. So, it's things like that again are in the category of mass appeal with more advanced technology that more fits a lifestyle of somebody instead of requiring them to change their lifestyle and habits just to use, a particular product.
Which takes us into that broader area of Symbian within the mobile sector. How do you see 2010 onwards for mobile in general? Are we still at the point where it's all about the smartphone and the smartphone market, or do you see any other disruptive moments ahead of us?
Yeah, I see some disruptive moments, but in 2010 type of time frame, I think they come primarily in the form of providing a higher level of bandwidth or data rate access for a much better price or cost for consumers. And when that happens, I think you do start to see an opening up of the use of this category of product that didn't occur before. And what that enables, among other things, is I think the smartphone as a segment starts to go away. I think this trend already started over a year ago, where if you go talk to 6 different analysts, in the industry. They will all have a different definition of what the smartphone segment is or how it's composed. And I think what you start to see in 2010 is that a lot of what people call a smartphone today, a lot of the features and functionality, become table stakes for anybody using a mobile phone. So everyone will want to access Facebook on their mobile. Everyone will want to be able to share images seamlessly instead of having them trapped on the product. Everyone will want high quality images out of those. Everybody will want to multitask. And they'll want to do it without paying an arm and a leg to somebody either on a monthly basis for bandwidth or in a one-off hit for a particular product. And that's what the real trend I see in 2010 and 2011. It's your grandmother, your mother, or in my case, my sister, who is proud to know little or nothing about technology, will go get that smartphone style product and start to use it heavily.